Hello, and welcome to the Underhive. Once again, joining us with Faris, the boys in blue. And as you can see, we're not in the same town we were, and we have now declared war. So when we left the previous episode, I was over in Dunustica, and I decided in the interim, just because we weren't at war and it was very likely just to be some loot bashing, that I would just go around, just not do anything particular. Did a few help train troop missions and a few take sheep to X town, and got a little bit of money together. Now I've got 19.8 grand, and that is mainly from the iron and things that we've smithed down over the last few episodes. I didn't have many fights, so it wasn't really accrued for that. And I think what we're going to do is, given our wages are now 465, and the brewery only making 150 to 200 at best, we're going to go into Vostrum, and we are going to check out the Potter. Harry Potter? No, it's not him. We're going to see what enterprises are available in the local vicinity. We've got our hood up now, just in case. Are you sure? Do you want a piece? Do you want a piece? No, he's alright. So, we have got a silversmith, a brewery, and a pottery shop. I actually don't want any of those particularly, but I've never owned a silversmith before, so Zarosica, it's your lucky day, Ducky Bob. We are going to buy that place when we can get into it. And now then, a seed. Where are you? Where are you going? Stuck to us like glue, that lad. Except for when we get in a tournament and he caves our skull in, but we'll not talk about that. Fine architecture of the Empire here. So, oh right, it's up there. Oh right, okay, so I reckon we get in over here. I was going to say, I've never seen a workshop be not on the ground floor, but it's, yeah, just a bit of an incline. So we'll get in here, we'll buy it, and we'll leave it as a silversmith for now. And we'll see how we go. You appear to be stuck on the anvil there, my friend. I don't suppose you've ever been to Skyrim, have you? I would like to buy it. 15.5k. Wow. Well, you better make some money. You better make some money, son. Because I'm not having it otherwise. So we've got that going. We are now again at war with the Aserai. And Faron has created an army and looks to be going for Razi. So we'll head off down to Razi. And we'll see if we can get a good war on. So we've got 4.5 grand now. So, 20 days of wages, give or take. That'll do us. We've got plenty of food on the go. And party-wise, we have only got a couple of recruits. We've spec'd up a few of them. Still got 1 Equite and 2 Vliga recruits. So hopefully these boys can move themselves up in the world. We've got 8 looters we want to get rid of. So is there a town? I think we'll just stop at Regia's town, Hussenfolk, taken from the Aserai previously, of course, and we'll get rid of those. Oh, so Sikanis. So he actually was the lord that wanted to start the war. If you're interested, so we didn't need to weigh in on that. We didn't need to pay anything for it. We just jumped on the bandwagon, so to speak, and said, yeah, do what you want, fellas. If you want a war, we will have a war. Just see if we've got anything to get rid of. I don't think we do. Yeah, so we got rid of everything previous. So hopefully the workshop will earn a bit of money. It says 200 there. That might be a little bit from the silversmith. Majority are going to be from the brewery in Porus. Our Porus Pale Ale. So yeah, the other boys coming down here. We've got Baron. Looks like he's... Alright, okay, we've got to go the long way around. Looks like it's he's going to be joining Sikanis' army as well. Oh, right, we don't want to be going back up there. We'll see what's going on. Follow these. Don't worry, villagers, you're safe. So, yeah, we'll just hang with these boys, because I feel like they know where they're going. And we'll see what we need to... Oh, right, okay. They're raiding at the moment. We aren't going to raid, because... I'm not sure it loses honour or whatever, but... We don't need the grain or whatever it is that they are touting. So yeah, a bit more workshop income in the meantime. We are getting to a point where we... so yeah, it's met 71 in the first few days. Not terrible. We don't want to be penniless. So we'll take out these looters. Because we need to keep the wages ticking over. It's a fine beard on you there, so it's almost a shame to chop your head off. Don't worry, I'll put it to good use.
Whoa! Loose formation!
No new gear, but I will say we've got some fine smithing parts now. Once we get that smithing up a little bit further, I am over the moon. I think I've probably got one of the nicest looking one-handed sword blades there is. So yeah, we're going to go for that. And I was thinking perhaps we would go with just like a shorter reach sword. So, you know, for when we're on the horse, we'll just use the spear and the shorter sword for the sieges, so it's not catching on as many shields. I'm not sure that's... And swings quicker is the more important thing. I'm not sure that is necessarily the best thing. We will take the prisoners, even though we'll have to go out of our way. And we're not going to pay to upgrade anybody yet, because if we do get into their siege, we will expect some deaths. And so I can hear a siege. Is the one going on around here? Yeah, there he is. Just in time, Sikarnish, just in time. He's built the camp. Let's fast forward that. So again, though, a lot of troops here. Obviously not impacted their reserves when we've sacked other places, but again, it is mostly the militia rather than the garrison, so they've done very well to accrue such a militia. Was that... was a level for us? Another in endurance, and I think because we really want to push it now, we'll go for another smithing. We can get rid of that now. We know we're at war with them. We're about to get in there and bust some heads. So I think we stand, you know, certainly with a balance of power there, we stand a good chance of taking this. But again, we are permadeath. Should remind you sooner in the video than that. But any death here other than in a tournament and we are gone. So we need to take it steady. And I'm pretty confident we can do that. Again, we're bringing 1/3 of the food for this entire group right now, so speed it back up again. So I think we could get some influence out of this if this siege goes on for any particular length of time. So he is looking to make the most of the siege. Understandable. I think, as it goes, I think on Bannerlord tweaks I might have turned that down and then never put it back to where it was. But I don't mind that being the case. Like, I appreciate you would lose people if the siege engines got bust up, but I don't mind that. I think it kind of encourages the AI and allows us to do these longer sieges. And I don't mind that, because I would quite like them to break the walls down a little. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, I don't know if we really want to get in that fight, you know. I think that could be the end of us, really, but... the army is about to fall apart. I don't think we really want to be in this position, to be honest, but... He's really wanting to catch him before the army falls apart due to lack of cohesion. But we are gaining influence from the party there. And it looks like an even battle. Well, this could be disastrous. But let's check out what their situation is. Few tribesmen, few recruits, some Mamluk soldiers. A lot of tribesmen, a lot of recruits. Bear in mind, I mean, any one of them could kill us. I mean, I don't think we've got a good idea of the fight, but sod it, let's go for it. This is a nearly 2,000 man fight, and we are not in charge. We will perhaps gain one of the formations. I'm not going to bother, because for 3 cavalry it seems pointless, and I don't really want to be in charge of the archers. So we will just do our own thing, and we will follow our leaders. Is that really it? Then again, they haven't got an awful lot of cav, so I think our job in this fight is really going to be sort the cav out. So we don't want to get too near those horse archers. And we don't want to die. Again, if we go down in this fight, that is it for this character. After I've just acquired that lovely sword blade. We don't have any ranged options. I think we'll try and harry these horse archers a little while they're being flanked over here by our other horsemen. We are shielded, so we do pose a threat to them. As are they, though. Oh, we don't want to be getting skewered, but change the shield. Oh dear. Oh dear, missed him there, we don't want that. Do not want the horse to go down. That wasn't my finest bit of mounted warfare ever. I think we'll let him get a bit more bogged down perhaps before we worry about that. We'll get him with the spear. There we go, lovely job. Are these... No, they're not bottling it, they're not bottling it. I thought they were bottling it, but they're swarming us. Oh dear, no, 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 no. Horse, survive this, survive this. Right, okay, we need to be careful now. Very, very careful. Try and just regen a bit off this weakling. There we go. Are they... Okay, they're broken. It's fine. We've pushed them back a little. Blocked. There we go. Harry them a little, and then into the woods. If we lose the horse, at least we want to be near our own troops, because this could very quickly turn south otherwise. Don't think I can ride that, but be alright if it was around and we do come off. Always give it a go. I tell you, my heart is going. Oh right, okay, so we're after the horse archers, are we? They've got a supreme amount of cavalry. Right, okay, maybe our main troops aren't in here yet. But you're covering up far. Oh dear. Victory! Well, we can. If he hadn't got crunched into that tree, we'd have had him, but completely threw me off. Oh dear. Is that one of theirs? Is that one of theirs? Because I thought it might have been now. Just a nice shot with him. Well, we're a man on the ground now. see what we can do. Blade getting caught on our allies there. Part of me resents this spear because it's kind of in the way. I'm not on the horse. I know I can drop it, but off the top of my head I don't know which button it is. And I don't want to drop my shield at all costs. Right, showing you back to the enemy, boys. Not a great idea. I know I've done it, but... Okay. Can we just move out of the way? Let me get on this horse. Oh, he's outpaced me easily there. Whoever's blowing that horn. Oh, horse. Steady, boys, steady, steady. Oh! Well, we'll get in there and give him a bash. Team effort. It's exactly what they'd have done to us if we'd have let them. What are they doing? Left leg in, left leg out. Oh, getting the steps in. Alright, boys, just stand in a line. Fight them. Sick of this skirmishing. Come on, let's get in. Can't do it on my own. Nearly got done over by a cav then. We don't want to die here, but we want glory. Oh, he's dangerous, and we're out in the open here now. Yeah, that didn't work out well for us. Let's get... I think we need to go full bore. Get back to the main group. Well, he didn't stand a chance. Stay back, you. Nowhere near. We would really like a kill to regen some health because we're very, very close to the end ourselves here. Whoa, you see that horse in the background doing a mega flip? Go on, bash him, boys, bash him. If not, yeah, let me have him. Never mind. Cheers for the support, but I wanted the kill. Punch to death. Oh, you sneaky axeman, you. Oh, and that's it. That's it. The shield went down at the wrong moment. And that is it. Oh, devastated again. I knew it was possible. I knew it was possible, but I had to fight him for the glory. When will I learn? How many series will it take for me to learn? Well, that silversmith was kind of redundant now, eh? Looks like we are going to win the fight. Should have pulled back. Shouldn't have took that axe to the shops. To the chops, that was, not to the shops. So, we're back on the new character front. I'm undecided whether I'll do that today. But we've tried the Empire now. There are, of course, various areas within the Empire. We've got the Khergits, we've got the Aserai, who've just put us to grass. We've got the Sturgians, we've got the Vlandians, and we've already done the Battanians. So, we can have another look at one of those. And I think, to be honest, what I'd like to do for the next one is just go permadeath from the get-go, rather than having that sort of break at the beginning, just so it's clearer to look at. That yeah, like it just any death on the battlefield and that's it. It's over. Which will encourage me to be a little bit more cowardly to begin with than I was last time. But again, I think it helps keep up that the character is is life or death at any moment. I'm gutted about that block though. I really, as soon as I dropped the shield, I saw the attack coming, but I felt like I had the room to land the one-handed blow, and that should have been enough to put him off. And I valued the regen. Granted, it wouldn't have even been enough regen to take a hit from that axe in the armor that we had on. But I just valued the regen so much that I didn't really play it in the safest manner possible. I kind of went into tournament mode where it was like just try and win it. This guy can obviously do with a few lessons, but yeah, I mean it's definitely over. We can't blame the army for dragging us into this fight. We can only blame ourselves, and it's a real shame as well. We just got the what is it, like gilded saber blade or something like that, or like it's out of the top level resource Damascene steel. Really nice blade to it. But we'll have to save that for the next character, because this one is done. So I think we could either go Kurgit Horse Archer. Of course, we haven't seen any archery yet. We could go with an Asarai sort of jouster, maybe even like a camel jouster. Of course, the Asarai do have archers. They do have horse archers, as we've seen. They gave us a bit of a run around. So yeah, I mean, we could do an Asarai horse archer. Sturgeon, either frontline, or axe and shield maybe. Throwing spears definitely, I think, for the Sturgians. We could go for mounted and be more like one of their hardened brigand units. We could go for the Battanians. Not Battanians, we've done them. We could go for the Landians and either go like a crossbowman. Initially on foot, but once we unlock the perk, we could start to do that mounted as well. And again, they're a bit more jousty, aren't they, the Landians? Big lance. I mean, to be fair, he's done well. That horse has eaten a few. I mean, just a testament to the armour. He's got a good few sticking out of him, and he's still standing. And he doesn't have the regen, but he has got a nice sword. In fact, a lot of the Empire seem to have a saber blade, which you wouldn't necessarily associate with the Empire. So yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think. I might have already started a new character, to be honest, but we'll see. I am pretty gutted about that loss, but I think we played the game in the way that you kind of ought to play the game, really, but we're playing it for higher stakes. So I think if we dwell on the fact that any fight could be our last fight, it just won't be conducive to a good playthrough. So I'm happy that we got further this time. And I will say it's the first time I've played an entire playthrough on challenging, so to have got this far with it, I'm pretty happy. And as I say, next time we'll probably go still challenging and everything, but also permadeath from the get-go, and then just any death, so we can't take it easy at the beginning. We've got to play smart from word one. Well, that's enough from those cheering men. Obviously, our second in command, Hasid, will now take over the group. Not an Imperial by birth, but I think he has earned the right. And I imagine he probably went down in that fight. We won! Yes, he did. Hasid went down as well, but of course he's not permadeath. Got some nice level ups in that fight there as well. Look at him run! Not enough to save us. Got 6 kills. I think that's pretty pretty good.
Victory!
But again, not good enough. Well, I think that tides it out long enough that I think it's not a giveaway that it ends, but if you're watching it to the end of the video, thank you so much, and I will see you next time in the Underhive.
Victory!